Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to review that living in a big city is better than a small town. In my opinion, living in a big city is better than a small town because in city there are many job opportunities. This is because in city offer more career opportunities, better job prospect, and networking in various industries. So that's why living in a big city is better than a small town.
That is a good point, but I disagree about you for this point because living in small town is better for big cities because of cost living. I disagree with your point because big city often have a much higher cost of living compared to small town. For example, we can know about the savings, okay, which is the most opportunities in big cities is very for example, it's different to get the job rather than small cities. Besides that, housing, food and other more expensive in city compared to the small town. That's why I disagree about your point.
Let's explore this idea further. Why I say like living in a big city is better than a small town? This is because in the city provide various facility. In city have public facility and service 24 hours. Like example, healthcare service, hospital and pharmacy. Other example, gas station, police station, and customer support hotline. So that shows that facility in cities are better than a small town.
That might be true, but I believe that stressful lifestyle is about why I disagree about this point. It is because life in a big city can be fast-paced and stressful due to long working hours and heavy traffic and constant noisy. In contrast, small towns typically offer a more relaxed and peaceful environment, promoting better mental health and work-life balance. That's why I still disagree about your point.
I understand what you're trying to say. However, in cities have education more than better a small town. This is because in city usually have school, university, and top level hospitals. In conclusion, in city, living in the city is more awake than a small town.
Okay, but I still disagree about your point. It is because sense of community. Small towns often have a stronger community bonds where people know and support each other. For example, in a big city, people can feel isolated and disconnected. Even with the ability of social opportunities as relationships are often less personal and more transversal. For example, in make someone help if we are in bad happens. Not just like in big cities because there are many people is being independent or some people can get the culture shock and there are many people that are selfish to the people. To sum up, I disagree that living in a big city is better than a small town.
Okay, thank you guys. Alright,